What's up, everybody? Nostalgia Goggles 4-3 here, broadcasting live from my Fallout shelter, undisclosed location. Sorry, I'm a little late. I had to help my wife with something, but let's get right into it. Pick up my controller. Why am I late? Children. Children are why I'm late. You demand punctuality. I'm sorry, I've let you down. I've let Mrs. Spitz the Great down. I've let America down. I'll try to make it up to you by scoring 100 points with Tyrone, Muggsy, Bogues. All right. Before we get started, 10% of anything I make tonight goes to the Retina Foundation of the Southwest. They are a leading researcher in trying to cure blindness, conditions like macular degeneration, pediatric concerns as well. If you'd like to support them directly, there is a link in my Twitch profile or in the YouTube description. I also may have been up until 1 in the morning playing Toe Jam and Earl on the Sega Genesis Mini. Your stats for NFL 2K5, they're pretty interesting. They'll make a good blog post. Yeah, you need to send me your blog URL. Not through the Twitch chat. Like, send it another way. Should have broadcasted that. I don't think I have a way to. Like, my capture card is composite, and this only has HDMI out. I do have an HDMI output port on my laptop, but that is actually something I've wondered about. Because, I mean, HDMI is two-way communication. That's the whole point of the protocol. So I don't actually know if it has to be HDMI out or if there's a way that you can use that port as an HDMI in capture. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, so I'm tentatively happy with my purchase. I played a little bit of Sonic 2, and there's some lag on it, which I'd read mixed things. Some people had said that, like, everyone acknowledged that there was. Good luck, Muggsy. What's up, Dormunder? Composite HDMI. There you go. Yeah, Dormunder, we were talking about, I got a Sega Genesis Mini to ride out the apocalypse with. Yeah, no, not statistics. Can't talk about Genesis and change things at the same time. So it arrived yesterday. I was testing it out. There is a little bit of input lag. Some people said it wasn't really noticeable. I noticed it when I was playing Sonic. It wasn't too bad in Toe Jam and Earl. But after doing some research online, it sounds like it's they artificially underclocked the processor for unknown reasons when they were setting it up. Muggsy. Nope. Kenny Anderson. Oh. All right. Off to a great offensive start. There it is. On our way. But yeah, so they've got the processor clocked at 1 gig instead of 1.3 gigs, which is what the clock speed normally. You do say wow a lot during these streams, Fitz the Greatest, but that's just because it's appropriate. Like that. That was a wow moment as well. Wow and wow. Thank you, sirs. But yeah, so if I hack the thing, then you can overclock it, which in this case is just kind of a regular clocking it. Oh. Right into Larry Johnson. Played with these guys for too long. They know all my tricks. No one wants to win. Indeed, first NBA game ever to be 0-0. Oh, Carlos Rogers stuffed by Tyrone Muggsy Bogues. It's on a hot streak, 6-0. Yeah, for the most part, the internet agrees that if you overclock it, it takes care of the input lag issue. So that should be good. I also played a little bit of the Tetris arcade game that they put on there, but I gotta be honest, I am spoiled by modern Tetrises. Like, the lack of wall kick just made it unplayable to me. And there goes the shutout. Get past him, lay it up. Nicely done. Yeah, I hear you. I shouldn't have to break the system to have something basic like that work. I agree. I'm not sure what happened with that. Especially since, as I was talking about yesterday, otherwise, the attention to detail on that thing is just incredible. Everything else seems so well thought out. I almost wonder if it was a mistake. I read something alleging it was a mistake. You know, it was on the internet, so it must have been true. So, Dortmunder, you're a doctor, you may know. We were talking about streaming from the Genesis Mini. I don't have an HDMI in. Oh! Muggsy's injured! Oh, maybe not. That's good. Both teams. Muggsy's injured! Muggsy's out! That's never happened. No! I don't know what to do. Okay. Like a reset. No, we can't do that. We're messing with the time stream enough. Wow, okay. Well, in game 2, we were going to take Stoudemire to 100, so I guess it's not too late. Where's the clip feature? You mean like the in-game one or on Twitch? Wow. I don't know. I've never actually used Twitch for click. That sounded stupid. I've never actually clipped something on, so I'm not certain. Well, switch into the Stoudemire lineups, I guess. I can't believe it. I hope Muggsy's okay. So I did, from reading the manual for the game, injuries can last up to 7 games. So he might be out for close to the rest of the season. Dirty pool, Kenny Anderson. Murray, Jones, and Wright. You're suffering an injury too? What's that, doctor? A broken heart. I'm afraid there's no cure for that. We'll just have to avenge him. Oh, you can't. Oh, that's interesting. You can only clip like things that just happened. Oh, you can only go back 60 seconds. Wow. That one's gone for posterity. The death of Muggsy Bogues. He died like he lived, driving the lane. Clip button was missing. That is odd. Is it maybe like an ad blocker or something? Get that board, somebody. Good. Foul him. Murder him. Muggsy will be avenged. You're gonna do something stupid. I'm ready. Always up for that. Tomorrow you're gonna make more chocolate chip cookies. As I've been saying, everybody's just got to do what they got to do to get through this. I had Taco Bell for dinner tonight. I'm not proud of it, but there it is. And then we went out for ice cream. When I say out for ice cream, I mean I picked up ice cream and brought it home. Yeah. Well, Spitz Grace, you don't have to eat all of them in one day. Oh, them's fighting words. Dr. Bester Dortmunder wants Thin Mints from the freezer. Spitz the Greatest says no go. Girl Scout cookies, no good. You don't have to do a lot of things that you enjoy doing. So here's a true dessert story. I had read something that indicated that every bite of a dessert that you take reduces your dopamine levels by about 50%, which I thought was crazy. And I mean, obviously, most desserts have no nutrition whatsoever in them. So I was talking with my wife about it, and I said, I know a way that we could really, optimize our health and dessert enjoyment is if we have dessert more frequently, like every night, but we just have like one spoon of ice cream or something every night. And that way we're maximizing our enjoyment of it. It would be cheaper. It would be healthier. And she said I was more than welcome to do that. And what I found in practice was even a 50% reduction in dopamine is still better than nothing. And if I didn't eat more of it at a time, she would just eat all of it. So now I'm back to eating it all at once. That's my dessert story. That's right, Kenny Anderson. Backcourt violation. For Muggsy! Get in there. For Muggsy! Ugh. I had to cool it with that. I don't want him to foul out. More cookies equals more happiness, so my theory is bunk. Counterpoint, the way you were feeling that one stream when you'd eaten 12 cookies in 24 hours. You did not seem more happy. You can put it in all caps as much as you want. I'm still in shock. Yes! He's back! There you go. 6 cookies in 24 hours. Dortmunder ate a dozen donuts in a day. He never felt worse. I think my worst food one was I drank a 2-liter of Code Red Mountain Dew on a school bus once. Was not a good thing. Well, that was very fortunate that he's back. Yeah, because I mean, it wasn't just the sugar, it was the caffeine too. Like, I honestly thought I was having like a heart attack or something. Like, it wasn't just that I felt nauseous. I mean, there was that too, but like my heart was racing. Like, it was bad. Bogues, Resper, Ellis, Pinkney, right. I don't know how we made it through high school without holes in our stomachs. Indeed. Nice moves. That doesn't bode well. When they score in traffic, first off, that might mean this is not the correct lineup. We shall see. Speak for yourself, says the doctor. That one's for you, Doctor. Dr. Ambassador Dortmunder, patron at our Buy a Bucket tier. Purchaser of that bucket. Muggsy Bogues booster. Del Curry. Curry for 3. There's a phrase I can get used to. Indeed, way out there. Where do you think Steph gets it from? Like father, like son. There we go. All right, fine. And yeah, I gets away with some super floaty passes. Man. Curry for 3. My knowledge of the future must be helping them out. We've altered the timeline. Del Curry, future Raptor, future father of Steph. Actually, Steph might have been alive at this point. Though certainly not in the NBA. Again. Nope. 2 out of 3. I actually had read at some point, some player was saying that that's the big difference between coaching in the 90s and now. Like in the 90s, they would let you take the threes from far out only if you were making them. But if you missed like 1 or 2, they tell you to knock it off. There's none of this like starting out 0 for 8 from 3 and then keep shooting threes in the game like you get today. Muggsy coming in hot after the injury. He's got something to prove now. The drama. I'm glad I didn't reset. So Dortmunder, you're a doctor and you're a Twitch streamer. Tell me this. I've got a Genesis Mini. It's only got an HDMI output. Right now, this is a real SNES, but obviously it's a composite in. So that's the only card I have. My laptop's got an HDMI port. I know that HDMI is a two-way communication protocol. You can take that, Ellis. Is there any way like that you can use the HDMI out as an input, like with software that you're aware of? Or would I have to actually get a physical capture card? Glenn Rice. Outside your expertise. What if I need to know how to play Resident Evil 7 really fast? Or was it 8? Resident Evil 11-teen. Nice. Haven't in a while, but did speedruns for a time. Should get back into it. Yes. A world record holder, Dr. Ambassador Dortmunder. Dr. Ambassador, world record holder Dortmunder. That's too many. That's why we just stick with Dr. Ambassador. Not anymore as of about a month ago. Yeah, but you held it for like what? A year and a half? That's pretty good. I assure you it is longer than any world record I have held. Other than possibly... Kenny Anderson! Someone just needs to bust that guy's kneecaps. Honestly. Yeah, the world records I've held are all related to NBA Live 96. All unverifiable. Most points with Dale Ellis in a single game. Fair chance most points scored with Dale Ellis ever. That's certainly possible. Most minutes spent on the internet yelling at digital Kenny Anderson. The Spitzergeist is now pulling up Dortmunder's run on RE7. You all should check that out too. Says he's never seen the game with the Japanese dub. The lip sync is straight out of an old Godzilla movie. Did you see that? They just keep trying to shove him. Muggsy, what did you say in the locker room on your way out of Charlotte? Why are they all trying to kill you? So weird. 48 points at the half, despite missing most of the first quarter. due to an awful foul. Look at that field goal percentage. Incredible, both sides. True or false? No team in NBA history has gone through a whole season without losing at least 2 games in a row. I think that is true until we end our season. We'll find out. Thank you to our patrons, Tim Troy, humanitarian and philanthropist, Spitz the Grey, Dr. Ambassador Dortmunder. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your support. Very much appreciated. And 10% of anything I make tonight goes to the Retina Foundation of the Southwest. They're doing good work. Check them out. There's links below this video, whatever platform you're watching it on. I'm just going to let this lineup stay until I have a reason to take them out. Dortmunder, if you could only speed run one game rest of your life, what would you pick? Really, really like RE7. Ugh. How about you, Spitz the Greatest? I know you're not a speedrunner, but if you were going to pick one up, you could only speedrun one game. Which one would you pick? Oh, Dortmunder had more. I'm sorry. It'd be fun to get more into Mario World. Now, would you do like 100% or like just regular warping, or like those weird glitches where you play Snake and Pong in it? Oh, I was tempted. Believe me, I was tempted to just run out and shove that guy. But I didn't. I took the high road. Muggsy, get that! Threw it right into Muggsy's back. That's why it'd be good. There's so many categories. Well, fair enough. Mario World was the only game I ever tried speedrunning before I knew speedrunning was a thing. 11 exit. Alright. Mario 64, good option. I don't even remember what my best time what my best time on Mario World was. It was under half an hour. I remember when I broke half an hour, I was excited. Of course, that's not like, I want to say it was like 20 minutes, which is certainly not anywhere near world record territory, but I was happy with it. Okay, I think this is my sign to take this lineup out. Grab the next one on the list. It actually is very similar. Murray instead of Ellis. I think if I were to pick one game to speedrun today, it would probably be DuckTales. The original one. I was at a pinball convention some years ago, and the band called Bit Brigade who were performing there. They have a guy doing live NES speedruns, and they have a backing band playing the music as he speedruns. And the music was best in Mega Man 2, but I really enjoyed watching the DuckTales speedrun, just the way that you have to kind of pogo through the whole game. That just seemed like it would be fun to work on. The only other one that I had given consideration to, and you're going to think I'm joking because of the stream, but Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City for the Super Nintendo. Maybe Knights doesn't seem great because that's a game designed for high scores, not speed. Yeah. I haven't extensively played Knights, but I would agree with that assessment. Well, I'm sure people have tried it. Yeah, it's interesting what makes for good and bad games to run. Like another game from my childhood that I looked into and I briefly considered trying to do some speedrunning was Marble Madness, but I didn't realize how much RNG was in that game, and I think that would drive me crazy. Looking at your library, you don't see a good game to speedrun. What about Sonic 2? Trying to avoid the obvious answers like Sonic 2, 3, or Sonic and Knuckles. But why? Maybe they're obvious for a reason. That one's for you, Spitz the Greatest. Patron at our Buy a Bucket tier. Big fan of fundamentals. Beautiful over-the-shoulder pass there by Tracy Murray. Oops. Shooting right over. It's a good one. Never able to complete Resident Evil Code Veronica in fewer than 6 hours to unlock the last bonus game. Sonics are good speedruns. They have some neat zips. Is that like compressed files? .7z? Need WinRAR to extract? I don't know what a zip is. Besides those things I mentioned. You clip into walls and it sends you to the end. I think I did that accidentally once in Sonic 2. Could never get it to go again. Take that, Anderson. Rebound, Muggsy Bogues. All right, end of the third quarter. Team's over 100. Charlotte hasn't broken 50 yet. Yeah, we've had this one a bunch of times. It's true. I do have my 2 Miller lineups. Let's see how Muggsy's doing. 80 points. So he's still got to score 20 in this quarter. That's still a fair ways to go. But we can do it. Hubert Davis. Murray will stay. Oliver Miller will come in. And Wright will stay. Bogues Davis, Murray, Miller, Wright. Okay, question for speedrunners from Switz the Greatest. Seems totally against the spirit of the exercise to use exploits or computer-assisted movements. Like watching some of the speedruns from Mario Brothers, it seems to defeat the purpose when you utilize computers to analyze pixels. That's something I struggle with a little bit myself. Like, at what point is a glitch fair game versus, like, you're not even really playing the game anymore? Like, what Dortmunder's talking about where you clip into the wall and then it warps you. I mean, that is fair enough. That seems like something that could happen. But, like, when you're moving Koopa shells around in Mario World to, like, execute arbitrary code, that just feels like you're hacking the game rather than playing it, even though you're hacking it by playing it. I don't know. It's kind of a squishy line, and honestly, it sort of turned me off of the concept altogether, which maybe it shouldn't have. Maybe I'm not being fair. Oh. Ugh. All right. This isn't going to work. Got points to score. Davis. Let's try Ellis instead. Computer assisted is a different category generally. True, but don't they often use tool assisted to help develop strategies for non-tool assisted? Get that board. There we go. Glad I built another lineup. Now Muggsy's got a shot. I think it makes sense to take advantage of whatever is in the game. Oh man, I would have just punched him right in his stupid head if I could aim right. Refs aren't even calling it. They know what he did. There we go. That's the pro of the different categories if you want different rule sets. I think if I were ever to get into it, I probably wouldn't do it like really competitively. I don't know if I'd even like record my stuff for the internet. I think I'd just be going for personal best. Oh, Muggsy. Oh, Muggsy. Take him out. He's awful. You're talking about taking out Kenny Anderson from hitting him behind, right? Surely you're not talking about Muggsy. Surely you're not trying to break Dortmunder's heart a second time. Once he gets to 100, I'm going to foul him out, hitting Kenny Anderson. That's my plan. I would say for an injured guy, an injured 5'3" guy, he's put in a valiant effort. All right. I don't understand why they get to substitute on goaltends, but we don't. Feels like a bug. Just double check here. Muggs is at 96. It's going to happen. Unless Kenny Anderson injures him again. Oof. But you can't waste your fouls on that, Muggsy. Now you can only hit Anderson twice more. Ah! Uh-oh. That's no good. What if he fouls out with 98 points? No more driving the lane. Long twos. Ah! Maybe not that long. There we go. That basket. Purchased for us by Tim Troy, humanitarian and philanthropist. And that, folks, is 100 points for Muggsy Bogues. They're missing most of the first quarter due to injury. Now if they put Kenny Anderson back in, I'm going to hit him in his stupid head. Ah! There he goes, Fitz the greatest. We were just talking about that last night. When you get pushed off your mark with a layup in this game, that is what happens. Somebody take the shot. There we go. There he is. Yes! All right, Miller, very nice. Oh, nope, he's just going to stop the fast break. All right. The refs aren't even calling it. They know what's up. Nice hook for right. Nope. There we go. That is that. I'm 30-87. Muggsy Bogues, 100 points, 17 rebounds. Only one block shot. Go figure. He had more than half of our rebounds, Muggsy Bogues did. We've looked more balanced scoring than many of our 100-point games. Eight steals for Ellis. The bed. Thanks, Dortmunder. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Stay well. For Muggsy. Right now your goal is to get to bed before 3 a.m. So are you not working now, Secretus? Those are some pretty variable numbers for Muggsy. Quarter by quarter. Alright, so now we will change over. I'm going to give it a few seconds just to make the YouTube break cleaner, and I'll sign off for those of you watching on YouTube this game. Thanks for watching.